guys, it's your girl Cece. So I'm back with another video today, and today I wanted to talk about my choices on why I became a vegan. So let's get to it. So why I became a vegan, or I want to tell you like my vegan story. So why I became a vegan was initially for health. I wanted to be more healthier, starting out in 2017, and so in 2016 I wanted to watch this documentary called Earthlings. So I watched it, was traumatized by it. Definitely recommend, if you guys are wanting to watch some documentaries, I'll put them down below, but I definitely recommend that one. It was very eye-opening for me. So again, watched this documentary, was traumatized, and so I decided to stop eating meat right then and there. And so I've been without meat now for 4 years, and I decided to do this vegan challenge in 2016 called the 22-day challenge or something like that. Put that information down below as well. It is a vegan challenge where you do a challenge for a whole month, and every day they challenge you to do something. So whether it's trying tofu, whether it's trying a vegan ice cream, whether it's cooking a vegan dinner, whether it's like going to a party and introducing a vegan recipe to your friends or a vegan meal to your friends. So I thought that was really cool, because if you are a new vegan, if you are transitioning, if you are thinking about trying veganism, if you are even just thinking about going plant-based or just thinking about eating less meat products, animal products, I thought it was a really cool challenge just to try out and see what options there are that don't involve animal products. So I thought it was really cool. So I did that challenge in December of 2016, and then 2017 I didn't go completely vegan, I'll be honest with you. I took a trip to Europe with my boyfriend at the time, and I still was eating dairy and I still was eating eggs, but I wasn't eating any meat. I did stay fast to that. I wasn't eating any meat. So I was kind of vegetarian. I went back to vegetarian. And so I started dwindling my dairy consumption because my boyfriend had moved in with me and he can't have dairy. So I started dwindling my dairy consumption because I wanted him to feel comfortable in our home and not have to worry about did anything have dairy products in that. So we were still eating eggs. And at that time, we had visited my boyfriend's parents in 2018. Yes, 2018. And so we visited his parents in 2018, and I started noticing that eggs were starting to make me nauseous, and I said that I'm not going to eat eggs anymore. So in the beginning of 2019, I went completely vegan, and I have been vegan ever since. I went on to a year being vegan right now into 2020. So next year it'll be 2 years, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy that I accomplished this, and that, going vegan wasn't really hard for me. I think if anything, it was easier, because it just made cooking so much easier for me and the lifestyle so much easier. I'm just noticing what I'm putting in my body, and what I'm putting in my body isn't killing me. It's actually, helping me, and is actually giving me nutrition and things like that. One of the things I did notice is my skin. So I have oily skin, and one of the things I did notice is that I have less breakouts. I'm not going to say it's for everyone, but I noticed for me, one of the things when you have oily skin, they say that dairy is the culprit for that. They do recommend for you not to eat dairy products and things like that. And I did notice that. I say within 3 months, when I started cutting dairy out of my system, my skin has gotten a lot better. I have less breakouts, and when I do have breakouts, they're not nearly as bad. Not nearly as bad. I say within I'll have a breakout for maybe a day or two, and then within that day or two, they start to go away, and they're not as red, they're not as hurtful. I can easily cover it with makeup if I decide to wear makeup that day. So I will say my skin has gotten a lot better. I said that I have lost weight, not intentionally, but just noticing of what I'm eating. I have lost weight. And also what I've noticed, what does come with being a vegan, is that you do get very carb heavy. So I have gained some weight back. Again, not intentionally, but we are going to be working on that for 2021, because sister has a wedding to prepare for next year. So I has to get my body nice and good for my wedding for next year. So I have noticed that. with being a vegan, but again, I'm working on that. So you can lose weight with being a vegan, but also on the flip side, you can gain weight if you are being very carb heavy, which is me. And so I'm getting back onto the grind of like watching what I'm eating and things like that. Another thing I noticed with being a vegan is that I'm not sleepy right after I eat. If you're not on a vegan diet, but even if you aren't, I guess, I noticed one of the things with me is when I eat like a heavy meal when I wasn't a vegan, I got like the itis. And if you don't know what the itis is, it's just you get like sleepy and like drowsy and just tired after you eat. And I notice now with me having more of a healthier diet is like I don't get sleepy after I eat. I'm pretty much awake. I have energy. I'm not drowsy. So I will say with going with that lifestyle, I noticed that was a benefit for me. And also I just noticed that I don't feel bloated. I don't, I used to have really bad back spasms. I don't know if that's contributed, but I'm going to say it is because I used to have really bad back spasms a lot. And like, I don't have them as much as I used to before jumping on a vegan lifestyle. So yeah, I just noticed overall I am healthier. I actually went for a doctor's checkup just to check my blood levels and nutrients and just to make sure I wasn't missing anything in my diet because I haven't done that since becoming vegan. And like they have given me a clean bill of health, like everything is still there and things like that. I will say one of the things that I get a lot is like, about your B12 because, B12 is a key thing that is missing out of a vegan diet. So I do take supplements, but you can still be B12 in deficiency, I guess you call it or say it. If you are even on a regular diet, I guess, or meat eater's diet. So you can still be missing B12 out of your diet because, you can. So they still recommend for you to take a supplement, but I've been taking just a multivitamin that has B12 in it, just so that I can just make sure I'm getting all the nutrients that I can get throughout the day and things like that. And I'm trying to think of any other questions, but if you guys have any questions for me about my vegan lifestyle or like, anything like that, or if you're thinking about becoming a vegan, let me know. I watch a lot of documentaries such as Earthlings. That was the first documentary that I watched. I tried to watch Dominion. It is free on YouTube, I believe. I couldn't watch it. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it and I totally had to turn it off. I cried and was like, nope, this is not for me. I know why I became a vegan. I don't need to be reminded on why I became a vegan. I watched Game Changer, which is a good documentary if you are interested in things like that on like athletes, and if you are an athlete, and how you can still bodybuild while being a vegan. There's a documentary called What the Health. I did watch that. There are some cons and some pros about it, so that documentary, I will say, just do your research before like believing everything in that documentary, unfortunately. Cowspiracy was another good one if you guys need to check out like what is the meat industry actually doing to our environment, and like how can we help our planet, because we only get one planet. This is the only planet that we have currently right now. So I thought that was a really good documentary to watch. There's some tons of other ones. I'll put them down below. You can get them on Netflix. I believe they're on Netflix and they're free if you have a membership with them, and on YouTube. I know, like I said, Dominion is on free on YouTube, I believe. I will put the link below if I can find it. So those are some documentaries that I've been watching, and I'm trying to get better with reading some stuff. So that's my vegan story. And I guess my last question that I get is like why I became a vegan. So initially, again, like I said, it was for my health, but going through the change and going through the process of being a vegan and things like that, I am now vegan for the animals. I'm vegan for the animals, vegan for the earth, and then last but least is I'm vegan for my health. So I'm vegan for the animals because I don't see a difference between a chicken, a cow, a cat, and a dog. I realize that they're animals. I realize that they don't want to die, and that they have feelings, they feel pain and things like that. And for me, I'm such an animal lover, so where I can't say that I love animals, but I'm okay with eating a burger or, you know, enjoying cheese while there's a calf being ripped away from its mom. Like, so that's just me personally. So I just know for me, I just finally made that connection, and it took me long enough, but I finally made that connection, and I just really couldn't do it anymore. So, you know, I love animals. You know, I always tell my fiance, like, when we move, when we get land, I want to own a farm and a ranch and just have like a sanctuary for animals that have been treated raw, so that way they can just enjoy their lives in happiness and just, you know, enjoy the rest of their lives and not have to worry about if they're going to be eaten and things like that. So that is my dream. But, you know, like I said, I love animals, and I love, you know, I don't want to hurt them, and I don't want to hurt them just because I think they taste good, you know. So that is the reason why I became a vegan. Let me know your vegan story. If you are a vegan, like, why did you become a vegan? And also, like, are you thinking about becoming a vegan? So, like, let's have a discussion. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say that you're not vegan enough. I think every step is a step in the right direction, and I think that, you know, if you're taking that step, even if you are just doing like 1 plant meal a week or 2 plant meals a week, you know, I think that that's a step forward in the right direction. So just know that I'm not going to judge, and just know that if anyone is judging you, I will delete their comments or block them or whatever, just because I want this to be a judge-free zone of just coming together and just talking about like different options for your health and different options for the planet and things like that. So again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. As always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the journey. And I will see you guys next time. All right? Bye.